World's fastest bumper car update. Welcome back to Bump 200, and I hope you're sitting as comfortably as I am. So I know it was a bit of a joke last time, but actually this office chair is pretty good. I think I might try and use it. And I've been thinking about a roll cage, an integral roll cage, as part of the main chassis, not the skirt chassis. I think that would be a good idea. We can bung some bars all the way from the front that come across here, and they'll come across here, meet up at the back, go behind, and maybe even some kind of hoop at the back. There we go, that'll be safe. And talking of the back, I've found a 29-inch rear axle, which is exactly that width there. So we're going to need a little modification, but I think that's about as small as I'm going to find, so I might as well order it. So yes, rear axles, as we've found out with custom motorcycles, chains are different sizes, and it would appear that your standard go-kart type equipment is a TF8 size, which stands for too fucking small, I think. Because as we know, the Yamaha is a 520 chain, fairly standard kind of motorcycle chain, honestly. And this is actually the rear sprocket off the Yamaha, which I took off, not realising that Vortex are actually very nice sprockets. Anyway, this ain't going to work either, because it's a little bit too large. 10 inches, which is barely smaller than the wheel itself of the go-kart wheels, and it's got 48 teeth. And if you remember your pedal bike when you were a kid, or if you're one of those mountain biker people, you'll note that the bigger the cog at the back, the easier the acceleration, which I think we're not going to have a problem with, honestly. No, not with 600 cc's and 130 brake horsepower powering a Dodgem car. I think we're going to be fine on that front. What we need is speed. Top end. For smaller cog. Don't worry, I found one. So, as usual, it's going to require bastardization, by which I mean re-engineering. Turns out chipboard isn't quite as tough as MDF, so we have some breakage, which is a little unfortunate. Anyway, you get the general idea, and that sits there, and the body sits on top of it. Got more breakages at the front end. Yeah, it hugs the chassis, not there, hugs the bodywork, and provides a chassis for the skirt, held on like so, with little brackets. So this whole chipboard exercise might have been a total waste of time, but it did allow me to at least get a very real idea of where everything's going to go. And I'm going to screw it together if I can, and just see if it really fits well. But I think we all get the general idea. The idea is, or at least was, that it would be a template for the metal. And then on top of this lip, there'll be 4 inches to accommodate the bumper itself, and then another lip. Well, in fact, it'll be underneath it, but, you know, everything's upside down at the moment. Yes, in this topsy-turvy world that we live in. Yes, I've been shopping again. Oh, I thought I'd get us some coffee. Now you get where I was going with this drawing. Well, not a total waste of time. It's helped me visualize everything more effectively. So the other issue that I've discovered or thought about is, this is my roll cage, by the way, the red thing. Anyway, is the whole steering thing. Because if you take a look at this, and if this is where the wheel is in relation to the motor, then somehow we've got to get something up and above the motor to do the steering. Now, there's a good chance that the motor will be lower, right? Because we want the weight as low as possible. So Hopefully that'll be down here and not so much up here. But, you know, we've got all this. I don't know, maybe we tweak the angle a little, bring it out over here. That could work. And then I guess we're going to have to employ something like Mr. Furs did, where you had a straight upright and then a universal joint about here that comes out to whatever device. We're not going to have a wheel, we're going to have handlebars. But that could work. So yeah, something like that. And that's much better, isn't it? What was I thinking? Why was the engine up so high? Yeah, so we need to drop the motor down to just above the bumper level. That's going to be like 2 inches, and that's going to be another 2 inches. So motor is 4 inches above the ground. Then we can put some kind of device, goes up here. Don't know how we'll secure that at that point, somewhere around here. This will be a universal joint, comes off to whatever we decide to do over here, which at that angle probably wants to be a wheel, but I want like throttles and things. Meantime, I've ordered all those bits, so next time around we'll be looking at how they all fit, or not. So as usual, thanks for watching, thanks for tuning in. Do tune in again, so give the video the thumbs up, subscribe down here, and of course encourage others to watch my lunacy.